look, all I want for people to have is the truth. Not the truth that gets floated around the truth movement. No, that's all lies. Those are confirmed lies that we call truths. No, I want you to know the truth. I want you to know what everything that you do costs. I want you to know that the truth, before you go into anything, I want you to know the truth. And so, see, this is the problem with us, is because if that's my only goal, well, there's no amount of money that can stop that. There's nothing you can do. That's all I want. All I want is for people to actually know what evil bastards they're being. I want
Clint, what I tried to do early on is I knew people that were well-placed in rather large churches. And early on, when I found the Serum Sickness postulate, and this is what I said to open the show, when I found that association with Serum Sickness, I was approaching all of the big names in the anti-vaccine movement. None of them responded to me. And so I went to churches, and I said, hey, if you just want me to come in on a Saturday, I'll give a talk. I'll let people know what's going on, because you would think that churches, this is the myth, that churches are, somehow actualized and they're aware of self and they want to do the right and best thing. But when you see the American flag flying there and you realize that they're 501c3, they're not allowed to take partisan politics issues. And I now begin to wonder, after this entire range of experience since at least 2008, I've been at this since the year 2000 on the Serum Sickness trail, but since 2008, I now wonder if all these big names, it's not just their careers as doctors. I wonder if they got a 501c3 and they're just trying to keep their fucking funds alive.
Well, I think, you've got to understand what it is you've just, what did you just tell people, right? That a 501c3 corporation of the United States cannot come out against the United States.
Right.
More than that, though, when you understand it from a legal perspective, that is freedom of religion. Freedom of religion in Black's Law Fourth. Freedom of religion embraces the concept of freedom to believe and freedom to act. The first of which belief is absolute. You believe whatever the hell you want. But the second, action, right? The freedom to act remains subject to the regulation for the protection of society. So what you're really saying is that religions, which, if you consider the Bible for what it is, which is a set of foundational laws that you are not to go, that you're not to break, you're not to respect persons, you're not to corrupt your blood, you're not to do any of these things that we do on a daily basis, right? If you consider that that's really what religion is a set of laws, moral laws that counteract the legal or anti-moral laws, or amoral or immoral laws, well, there's supposed to be a balance there. But there is no balance because all religions are legalized, which means they're anti-God. They're anti-law. They're anti-Bible. They don't have the freedom of religion that we consider as stupid Americans. No, they have the real freedom of religion, the franchise of religion, which says, hey, I can sit up here on my frickin' podium in my ridiculous outfits, in all my pomp and circumstance and ceremony, and I can preach to you whatever I want. But when the man comes around, he's going to stick his hand in my pocket and take whatever it is that you gave me, right? And this is my sin. Here's the collection plate. This is for sin tax.
Ooh.
Right? This is sin tax. Pay me the money to be up here and preach, but never act on what I'm preaching. Never teach you the actual fucking law that you should be following, because we're not allowed to, because we are in the freedom of religion, which means franchise of religion, which means you cannot preach a law that is antithesis to the legal law because you are a legal corporation. So what you're really saying, Patrick, is that these churches cannot actually preach the Bible.